My name is David Angas, and I've been a proud Rotarian for a third of a century now. I've been predominantly involved in the international side of Rotary since I've been involved from the first day. I've served as past president, I've served on a number of district councils and committees, I've also served on a number of international committees as well. The type of person that's motivated to giving back to the community, and if you can define your community as either local, that is the town or the city that you live in this case Oakville, certainly Rotary can fill that opportunity for you. But Rotary goes beyond that. Rotary serves in 126 countries in the world. So in fact, every country in the world there's Rotary presence. So serving from a privileged community such as Oakville, we can actually give to these other communities at the same time. So in a sense, you can pick your spot in the world to help people in need. My main focus is on water and sanitation. It all starts with water. When we think over the years of the number of projects that Rotary and other service organizations have been involved in, bringing relief to people in need, it all starts with water. We build schools, but if there isn't proper water or sanitation facilities, the students really can't be accommodated to learn properly. We're eradicating polio in the world, but polio is a water-borne disease. So my predominant work is seeking out countries, communities within those countries to help install water systems, not just for the people, but for the communities in which they live, to support a local economy, to support agriculture, to make it a better place to live. I would argue that probably the biggest countries in need are in Africa, the continent of Africa, and in South America. It's not to suggest that there aren't other countries and other people in need in the world, but this is where our predominant focus is. Our motto is service above self. So the biggest single reward and the biggest benefit is to satisfy an urge or a feeling that you want to give back. Rotary can provide that. No shortage of that opportunity at all. Networking opportunities. Now, Rotary is not predominantly about networking, but this is how we started actually. In 1905, Paul Harris, a lawyer in Chicago, got together with like-minded professionals, but from different professions, different businesses, different organizations. The idea was to give back because they were privileged, but two, it was combining their skill sets, combining their experience to do that. I think the best way to answer that is somebody who within their heart, within their conscience, within their capability, within their time frames, and within their commitments in life and their families and in their community can give back and are willing to give back. I mean, that would be the ideal candidate for me. Our club meets at 7:15 on Tuesday mornings here in Oakville, so probably the best way is to come to one of our meetings. Enjoy the camaraderie, the fellowship that certainly we have experienced, and one of the great attractions of being a Rotarian, it's not just all work and it's not just about all giving, it's about sharing. And that sharing takes place as well during our 1-hour meetings once a week. Great fun. That's a great way to learn more about us. In fact, one of the incredibly proud things that we can say is that with all of the money that we raise for international work, not only can we give $1 for dollar that we receive in terms of donations, $1 receipt for that, but we actually can leverage that up at least 15 times in my experience in terms of the work that we can get from others. And in 1945, 49 Rotarians formed part of the leadership group to actually form the United Nations. As a standing member of the United Nations, we serve on over 22 councils. And the importance of that and the significance of that is that Rotary is not just following these international initiatives, we're actually leading them, which gives us an entrance into countries that otherwise we wouldn't expect to do. And because we're non-aligned, politically or religiously, then we can serve with far less hindrance than perhaps other organizations find themselves in. One of the other things I would like to add is certainly to anybody out there that might be interested in learning more about Rotary, or particularly the international side, I would certainly invite you to contact our club or contact me. Sitting down for 10-15 minutes particularly if you're not sure exactly how you can help, or if it's the international side that interests you, or perhaps more locally in the community. I'd be delighted to spend my time to help in that regard.